Hello, this is Vaishali and reading from the book Spirit of Homeopathy, book written by Dr.Rajan Sankaran. Mind section 34 number chapter, the essence of case taking. In aphorism 83, Hahnemann says, the individualizations, examinations of case of disease demand of the physicians nothing but the freedom from prejudice and sound senses, attention in observing and fidelity in the tracing the picture of the disease. Freedom from prejudice are the most important words he has used, and this is also probably the most difficult condition he has laid on. A good homeopath is one who will be least prejudiced. Prejudice means judging the present on the basis of the past experience, which leads to fixity and rigidity of thinking. Prejudice arises because of our insecurity and unwillingness to be in a moment, because it feels unsafe to live in the present. Prejudice represent ready-made solutions. It also comes from the indolence, preventing us from really seeing what exists and observing carefully without any perception, without any preconception. We can experience prejudice at every moment of our life. Whenever we look at something, an object, a person, or a situation, we already have some thoughts about it. We look at one aspect of the situation, then we classify it, and finally we fix it into the one pattern that exists in our mind. We merely have to make one or two observations, looks at one or two aspect, and already the assumptions is that we know everything about it. This prejudice is bound to be there, but our ability to live in the moment depends on how our ability to keep prejudice out. Prejudice is like a darkness. It cannot be pushed away. It can only be removed by the bringing in light. Light is the awareness. The same applies when we look at ourselves. Again, we experience preconceived notions and about ourselves, and these prevent us from the knowing who we really are and what is going on within us. In the same way, these notions prevent us from really seeing what is going on outside and in other people. To be unprejudiced demands letting things be as they are and observing without fitting them into any category. Life demands this of us, and so does homeopathy. What do we require in order to take a case? Knowledge of materia medica and the repertory of miasm, essence, psychology and pathology. In fact, we are required to be fool, to know nothing. That is why Hahnemann wrote that disease require individualizations. It actually demands nothingness, which is freedom from the prejudice and sound senses. This means that all our senses include our awareness and observation, and the inner sense have to be present at that time in that place totally. We have to be completely focused. We need to focus our sense, attention and observation. To observe means to look without any judgment, to witness without any analysis. What do you observe? You observe things as they are without prejudice, seeing what is in front of you, what is around you, and what is within you. Without preconceived notions, you observe what is going on at that moment. It means that, like a sheet of glass, you are allowing everything to come to you exactly as it is, without coloring it, without making it bigger or smaller, or removing anything. Case taking demands the kind of stillness of mind, that kind of openness and space. If you are able to create this, then the case will come to you. The person sitting in front of you is unique. There was never anyone like this before, nor will there be anyone like this in the future. How exactly does he think? What are his exact feelings? We have to understand how he views his life and the space around him. This will come to you not for intellectualizations or analysis or not for rationalizations, but from the unprejudiced observation. You can perceive his exact and true feeling. It is the perception of the state with its feeling and its expression both in the body and the mind, which will be translated into the rubrics. Only after this will the remedy start appearing in your mind. If this method is followed, you will be good case taker, and if it is followed in life, you will have learned the secret of living or relating and of communicating. Ultimately, the way you take the case reflects the way you live, the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you relate.